Well, it's been quite a year. Hopefully, you have your little eggnog and Christmas cookies, and you're ready for a year in review. So, settle on up and let's dive in to an SEO Christmas with Cow Abundant. Well, it's been quite nice this year. A little bit of slips, a little bit of slides, but we made it through. We made it through 2024 into 2025. We've got some year in review statistics, goodies to go over for you, and I hope you'll enjoy it. It's a nice Christmas holiday episode for everyone. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the SEO goodness that is about to follow. Hopefully, it'll help your business and we'll learn something and get cozy as well. Let's try and dive in here. Well, this year had a lot of fun little twists and turns. We got some awards at the end of last year. And then this year we were growing. Next year we're growing too, hiring more people. We've been very busy. Very busy. No lumps of coal for us this year. Yay, very happy about that. So happy to say Cow Abundant has been expanding, growing, doing well. So that means more people need SEO goodness in their lives. They need help with their business. They need help to grow. That's what we've been doing. So very happy to help out local businesses in Columbus, Ohio, and around, to support them, to help them grow, and to make this community a little better by supporting local, by shopping local is super essential for everybody to do. So please do it. Very happy overall with everyone that has supported local business this year, as always. So there were a couple things that were pretty interesting that I wanted to cover. And one of them was the Cloudflare 2024 year in review. I thought this was pretty fascinating, so I want to just kind of look at a few things on it and show you. So Cloudflare, they're a big internet security firm and they do all kinds of amazing stuff. We actually use them for our website and some of our clients do as well. And they put together this big packet of information for what internet usage was like and all that stuff. And Google does that too. That's a fun thing at the end of the year that comes out. But basically, number one most popular service. Oh, hi Google. Just let it settle down. So the number one Google was the most popular internet service. So right here, that's of a number of different things. That's kind of interesting. And Google basically was top in its area for internet usage. Then there's also social media, which many others were popular, and kind of breaks down that too. We'll go into that. 20% of traffic is using latest tech, basically HTTP3, and then 42% of malicious emails contain a deceptive link. That's insane. 42.9% of malicious emails, bad emails, had some bad link. I guess 68% of global bot traffic comes from the top 10 countries. So yeah, there's just some interesting stuff. Internet traffic grew 17% this year. Pretty big. A lot of growth happening in the summer on. So kind of fascinating there. I actually don't know what that's about, but it is kind of interesting that it happened to grow after July. Popular internet services kind of lists. So overall, Google is the number one, and then it breaks it down in generative AI. It's OpenAI, and then it lists other programs here. Social media, the number one service was Facebook. So kind of interesting there. TikTok, number two. It's amazing. Instagram, number 3. Twitter, 4. Snapchat, 5. And LinkedIn, 6. Then Pinterest number 9. Reddit number 10. Kind of interesting that they're down at the bottom there. Video streaming, number 1. No surprises. YouTube. YouTube is massive. We have a lot of clients that we do a lot of stuff with YouTube. And Netflix, number 2. Obviously, Netflix, very popular. Twitch is a big one. Roku is another one. And there's Prime Video, Plex, Pluto, number 9. Surprised that it's down that low, actually. And then most popular news service kind of lists here. Globo. I don't even know what that is. BBC, New York Times, CNN, Fox News. Yeah, that's fine. Number 1 e-commerce is Amazon, followed by I don't know, followed by AliExpress, followed by Shopify and Temu. A couple others down there. Number 1 messaging is WhatsApp, QQ, then Telegram, WeChat, Signal's number 6. So a couple interesting ones. Metaverse, a couple of metaverse and gaming games. Xbox is number 2. Steam is number 4. Fortnite was number 3, Epic Games. Then PlayStation number 5. Jeez. Minecraft number 9, still in there. Financial services, Stripe with the number 1 right there. TradingView number 2, and then PayPal number 4. Coinbase, Binance and Coinbase down lower. Crypto services, Binance number 1, Coinbase number 2. Kind of interesting. So, and then if we just look at a couple of other things down here. Another interesting note here is iOS versus Android. 32% of traffic is from iOS devices. And then if we put the map here, we can see the green is Android and the purple is iOS or Apple. So obviously in the United States, very big Apple. 53% is iOS in the United States. So still a lot of Android. Very surprised by that. I actually use Android. I like it. I do a lot of Google stuff, so it works very well for me. And their voice stuff is pretty awesome. And then other parts of the world, most everyone uses Android, pretty much. So kind of interesting. Ad web tech and advertising. Microsoft advertising, the most popular, kind of surprising with ad tech on their sites. Microsoft advertising 15% of sites. Twitter behind that, then LinkedIn, followed by a couple of others. Google AdSense down bottom of the pack. So that's just kind of interesting as well. This one is one that is very exciting, very interesting. And this is the big gift from Santa this year is, of course, again, to Google. So Google, you've done it yet again. Google has, see this line? It looks like it's a mistake. It's not. That's how big their market share is. It's unbelievable. Google has 88% market share versus all these other people at the bottom. Very tiny. Man, competition is nice. I do tell you. So I would like to see that. And we might with the DOJ. And I'll get into that in a moment. So Google, 88% market share on search engine. Crazy. And then followed by a couple of these others, which is just absolutely nuts. Yandex was a search engine. I think it was like Russian, and they basically leaked all their source code. So I don't even know how they're a competitor at all. Baidu is Chinese, I believe. Bing is a popular Microsoft variant of or version of search. Only 2.6%. Unbelievable. DuckDuckGo actually uses Bing technology for search. So that brings the Bing side up to about 3.5% share again. Hardly anything. So yeah, 88%. Congrats, Google. You've beaten it. Yeah, we'll see where that goes in 2025. Very browser market share 65%. Google as well. That is massive. 65%. You can see the line again. The same deal where they're just ahead of everybody. 65% Google Chrome. The rest is other browsers. 15% Safari, and then others kind of beyond there. Go on Android, it's all Chrome. If you go on Mac, it's still mostly Chrome, but it does have a big market share of Safari because that is kind of like a default. Mobile is mainly Chrome. Windows is pretty much still all Chrome. So pretty nuts. terms of internet outages, there were a few this year. There were 4 listed in the United States that were said to be unknown. So great. Thanks for the info. Whenever your internet's down on a massive scale, we have no idea why. That's great. Then it does say cable cut, government directed, a couple of wars that, messed up some things big time and are attributed to military action and others, obviously in the noted. So yeah, pretty interesting. Looks like there's more disruptions that occur in the mid-summer months as well. Internet quality. This was pretty fascinating to me. It does say that Jamaica has better internet than the United States. I don't know if you've been to Jamaica. I have. Kind of surprised by that. So fascinating indeed. Beautiful place. I do love Jamaica. But surprised that the United States does not have better internet. Spain, Hungary, South Korea, Luxembourg, also been there. It's gorgeous. Kind of like Ohio, actually. In some ways, the weather. So yeah, I think we have a lot to improve upon our internet speed in the United States. 41% of traffic is from mobile devices. Pretty insane. I mean, that's a lot. I actually, in our internal reports for customers, it's actually higher a lot of times. So, just sort of surprised. Keep that in check. There's a lot of bot traffic that comes from the United States. A lot. So kind of interesting. 34%, in fact, comes from the United States. 68% of all bot traffic comes from the top 10 countries. Those are the top 10 countries. We have a lot of bots here in the United States. It's not just across overseas. And it could even be old computers that you have in your house that I might also need to check on now that I think about it. Because I do have some old computers that could be doing that fun stuff. Great. Good to know. Okay. Most attacked industries were gaming, games, and finance. Interesting. Good to know. There were a couple of vulnerabilities. The Log4j vulnerability was one. So yeah, pretty interesting just from a security standpoint. Good to see all this stuff. Here's something about security. Top email threats this year. 42% of malicious emails had a deceptive link. The top threats were deceptive links, followed by identity deception, and then credential harvester. So like trying to get your credentials to log in on stuff. Brand impersonation, extortion. Jeez. Attachments were a big problem. Account compromise, just general scams were actually fairly low. Domain age, so that's like your website domain, trying to get you to pay for just crap. That was also one, but very low. So same old, good old deceptive links. The most scammy links domains were these .bar, .rest, .uno, .click, .ws was a big scam one. .shop, so kind of interesting there as well to see. Let's look at some SEO and Google news for you and see how this went down. Over here in November, the core rollout is now complete. It took 24 days to implement, had some changes in overall ranking and that sort of stuff. If you had any of those changes, you might be affected or impacted by the updated Google algorithm rank, which did occur in November. It was a fairly big one. They also did an update, kind of like a Black Friday type core update. It was kind of interesting. Started November 11th and then was completed 24 days later on December 5th, right in time for Christmas. So yeah, that was something that all SEO people were watching. It was supposed to be a helpful content type update, similar vein as past updates. And Google has given advice. They don't have specific actions on how to recover or what to do, but they offered a list of questions to consider if your site was hit. And it said that this update was kind of about focusing on content again, and more so about delivering good content versus like AI fluff and all that stuff, so that you actually have like relevant content that makes sense and it's not just like AI fluff. So just a further improvement kind of on that for users. Another piece that was kind of interesting was Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, spoke at the Deal Summit, I believe it's called, for New York Times, and he said that search there will be a surprising number of changes, profoundly change in 2025. A lot of that is kind of due to AI. Talked about that. Also how they use AI, which they do use it a lot in their search, and they've been integrating that a whole bunch in searches. AI-based search that includes like results from Gemini in the SERP at the top of the list. When you search something, it'll just give you like a quick synopsis, and if you want more, you can see more. But he just kind of went into a number of things, particularly about the DOJ lawsuit as well.
Will vigorously defend. I can't comment on ongoing litigation, but I have deep faith in our judicial system.
Let me ask you a related question.
So he has faith. He was smiling there. He was kind of, can't always comment on everything, but he seems to be positive on what will happen one way or another, especially with the new administration who has he seems supportive, like it'll be positive for him. So seems like it's good, I guess, for Google. So we'll see where that goes. A number of other leaders spoke about AI and all that stuff and the things that are coming. One of the big, interesting kind of eyebrow raised things was the Sam Altman mentioned that there will be AI agents in the future, meaning like within the next year that could actually do things. Like you would tell your AI to, book a trip or do something, actually do something, and it would do it. So pretty amazing if that part of the AI piece becomes real. That would definitely be helpful from creators to, just all kinds of stuff. So I'm excited for that in the future. And then Sundar Pichai also mentioned a different thing. He mentioned was that search seems even more relevant now because there's even more data and AI and, crazy info. So you need a better system to search all that to give you good results. I think that makes sense, and I think the numbers I just show that Google is very popular and it's something people use. They do have fragmented attention, and I've noted that throughout the year, that distracting from distractions is what we kind of do as advertisers, is like, hey, take a second, just like think about this, or doing other things to get people to think about actually doing stuff like fixing that toilet, laying down that floor, getting the things you need done in your house, going out and buying jewelry for the ones you love, like, doing things that are important in life, and shopping local is super important. So our job is to kind of say like, hey, stop getting on your phone all the time, actually do something, go out, get projects done, spend money on ones you love, which Christmas, here it is. That's the time, right? So kind of interesting for sure about what's happening in 2025 for search, for all that good stuff. We will continue to watch, and we're excited for the trends that are coming out in 2025 very soon. Well, Santa's reviewing his list, and there is a bit of naughty people on the list right now, and that might be some of those in Congress, no surprise, who are not exactly being very good stewards of drones for the people, the workers, the small businesses, all those people that use drones in the United States. We are FAA licensed pilots as well. We have been flying drones, for a few years now, and we always pay attention to this to see where things are going. And right now there is some very important stuff happening, so we always try to stay on top of it. The Drone Advocacy Alliance recently came up with a video that was about drone updates
next week. So we're wanting to get information out as fast as we can and encourage people to reach out to their senators and their congressmen and women to reach out to their leadership and say, look, this is going to destroy this industry. And let me tell you why. First, a little bit about me. I'm not a sky is falling kind of person. I always joke about saying I'm the eternal optimist. And sometimes that'll bite me in the butt. And I don't think it has yet, but I still think I'm not the sky is falling kind of guy. I can look up and see the edge of the sky maybe at this point, but it's not falling yet. So I want to make sure that you understand what I'm talking about is a distinct possibility of what could happen, and I'm not trying to cause fear in the industry. I know a lot of people, either on purpose or their heart's in the right place, but their knowledge isn't in the right place, put out a lot of bad information. So I want to make sure that this information that gets out is accurate, it's good, and it's logical. I think logic is something that's missing quite a bit.
So there is a lot of info in the video, but going into what the Congress people have said, what they have frankly lied about, what they are saying that these drones do and do not do, and a lot of things they say they do is just incorrect. And they're trying to ban DJI, which is the #1 manufacturer of drones and drones that we use for our business. They are affordable, they are fantastic, they work incredibly, and they deliver great shots for clients, overhead shots, everything that we need that's really cool. And they allow us to do a lot of really cool videos and things. So I think in the future, it's something that's really important because if you at all have any thought on this at all, please leave comments below, and also reach out to your senators and Congress people. Links below as well, because that's extremely important to say this is not good. Do not ban these products. It is quite ridiculous, and we need these products. They're affordable, and there just aren't enough manufacturers in the United States that can do what these makers do. So there's a lot of stuff that is misunderstood in that. So yeah, it was a big deal. Kind of a funny little news piece. So Microsoft and lots of other people have joined Blue Sky. Blue Sky is a social network that has become more popular, and basically right now it's new, and Microsoft joined Blue Sky. And what they did was they had a fun kind of nerdy first post, which was, we've always been a fan of Blue Skies. And then they have a picture of the original. If you don't know what that is, it's the XP, the Windows XP background wallpaper, and it's blue sky. So that's pretty funny. That takes me back. Good stuff right there. Every month we donate to a charity. We encourage you all to join us. This month we are working with Lutheran Social Service, that's LSS Faith Mission. We have donated to them quite often, and we recommend them or other charities that you like and prefer. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation was one we did not long ago. Special Olympics is another one that we always love to partner with. So anything you can do really helps to provide meals to people. This is a great organization that they actually are in Columbus, Ohio, right downtown. And they provide, health services and meals, and it really is a good organization. So please join us in donating, and your money actually goes right here in Columbus. So absolutely donate. There's also food banks, there's Toys for Tots, there's all kinds of cool stuff happening this month. So just join in, do what you can. Super important to help those in need this year. All right, well, thanks everyone for watching. I hope that was a little bit entertaining, a little bit enjoyable, and a little bit cozy as well. So thanks again, everyone. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you, and wishing you all a wonderful 2025. Very nice. It's coming.